this is like why we need serial killers, though.
Like the good ones.
Like we shouldn't be death rowing serial killers. Like if we still had like Charles Manson or something like that, or like
we need someone like Dexter.
Like a good one. Like what? Like good serial killers. You're so fucking tired.
Am I tired?
You look so fucked up. You're like,
am I gonna look tired?
You're like this.
Did I really look like that?
You look. I'm gonna zoom into that part. Just
so please don't. Check 1 2 check 1 2. Check 1 2 check 1 2. Check 1 2 check 1 2.
Check 1 2 check 1 2.
Check 1 2 check 1 2. Check.
I like when you think that we're doing like a cool song, but it's like that's what we've done since like episode 1. It's like the same thing.
Do you think we'd be any better at drawing today than we were 45 episodes ago?
40 episodes ago, literally.
Today's 40.
Today's 41.
Today's 41?
You don't even know.
I don't.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, retards. Welcome to episode number 41 of Talking About Real Shit podcast with yours truly, Dennis, and my good old sister.
Matey. Ina.
So today is Halloween, October 31st. Obviously, for you guys, this episode is really... So technically, we should have done this last episode, but there was so much stuff going on.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Like
the
shootings
smell
and all that stuff.
Okay.
I think the shooting was a bit more important than the smell. But yeah,
okay.
But all the stuff, we did our traveling podcast, so we really couldn't do a Halloween themed one.
Right.
So this is it. Even though it's a week late for you guys, it is Halloween today.
Today is a day.
So you're obviously Captain Hack Sparrow.
Uh-huh.
She's like a hack of Jack Sparrow.
Right. Look at these cool beads.
Oh shit, we're not recording.
Are you serious? Look at these cool beads that comes with this.
That is cool.
Right?
Your hair's not in it?
No.
Oh,
it's part of the hat.
Oh, okay. It's cool. Can you guess what I am?
A stalker.
No, I'm for this year, I'm racist. So like I was trick or treating, and I'm like, duh, 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 duh. And they're like, trick or treat, smell my feet to eat, or whatever. What is it?
Just trick or treat.
Oh, I was like, trick or treat, you stupid. And that's what I would say to them. And then sometimes I would open it. I was like, hey, you stupid, whack. I would do that.
I don't think that's how Halloween dressing up works. I don't think you just.
But
say
it's Halloween. I'm like being something else.
Yeah.
I wasn't doing blackface or anything.
Well, you could have.
And I was like, knock, 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 and I was like, hey, you fit.
You could have. I think dressing up is more like costume.
People did have a problem with it. I never got candy. So I was like,
well, you're also
weird.
like a full-grown man. You're just walking up.
Candy.
Next year's dress up.
I did. It's racist.
Then do blackface next time.
Do blackface. I'm kidding. Here's the unedited stuff that I said. I didn't actually say those words. You stupid nagger. Whipback. You faggot. For the people that want to in the future. Because in the future.
Oh, yeah. In the
future.
future,
If we ever
we'll
make
get
it
canceled.
episode 41, Dennis said all these words.
Why? But you also said, never apologize.
But I didn't say the words. I'm not apologizing.
Right.
I'm not apologizing. I'm just saying that was the unedited version of what I said.
Okay.
So it's not, because it was bleeped, so it sounded like I said those words. But then when you listen to it, it's like, never mind, he didn't even say those. Even though they're
right.
even though it's like, what's the difference?
Right.
It's a letter difference.
Right.
Pretty much I said all those words. Like, let's be real.
Because you felt him inside your bones when you said that.
I was like,
Yeah.
So what do you want to start? Do you want me to start with my theory of the shooting?
How about... Okay.
You want to start with that? Or do you want to start with something better, nicer?
The theory with the shooting, it'll go with the last episode.
Okay.
Like a part 2-er,
Okay. So I was driving last night and I was thinking, I was like, and you probably thought this too, so there was a report of how it went down
Okay.
and stuff. And so I think he didn't come there to shoot up the place. That was never in his intentions.
What was it then?
So from what I saw, what happened was he was at the food court and he was just eating food. And the security guard, who was trans, went up to him and said something. And that's when it all started. So what I think what happened is he was open carrying. Security guard said probably like, hey, like, would you like mind like discreetly carrying that or something? Like something was said. Nothing crazy. I don't think there was an altercation or anything like that. Something was said. And because he's like anti like LGBTQ, all that stuff, and he's racist and all that stuff from his YouTube videos, I think he was like, a trans person doesn't tell me what to do. And he started opening fire. Because when you think about it, if he was going to shoot up the place, he would have had more stuff. And he wouldn't have chilled there.
Did he start? He started it at the food court?
I believe so, yeah. And it was the security guard was the first person. From what I saw on like reports.
I heard that the cops were familiar with him, that he caused like certain like disruptions in the mall before. The securities had to kick him out of the mall before. I
don't know. There was like reports of him before and all that stuff. But like the whole like thing at the White House, the Capitol.
Yeah.
I don't like. I think he was there to actually just genuinely ask those questions. I think he was just a gun nut, right? And like he wanted to ask our governor, like just questions about like just genuine questions about felons having weapons in Idaho, right?
Right.
And all that stuff. I think he was just like a big gun advocate, and but then I think if I went up to him, let's say I was a security guard and I went up to him, I don't think that would have happened.
You don't think so?
I don't think that shooting would have happened. I truly don't think so. I think it was a motive. I think he just snapped. He's like, a trans person doesn't tell me what to do. I think honestly that's what happened. I don't think it was in his intentions.
Because that person was the first one got killed, huh?
Yeah. Guarantee if it was anyone else, like a white security guard, it was like, hey, he'd been like, okay.
Damn, I wonder.
Because it's like, why would you just chill there if you're gonna like? Which, granted, yes, you can, like it happens.
Right.
But if you wanted shit to go down, I think he would have done more. I think
so?
I don't know. Do you know anything about the 4 others that were injured? Not counting the police officer.
It was
like
others? A 53-year-old woman and a 23-year-old woman.
Were they foreign, or not foreign, but like were they like Hispanic or anything like that? Because like the 2 people that died were 2 people that he would technically hate.
So I'm wondering if he like that was his.
So yeah, I wonder who those people were. If they were like.
And they never showed pictures.
Yeah, that's the part that would be like to me, if they were like kind of Hispanic and all that stuff, like that's what we mostly have here. But like if they were like Black, Hispanic, Asian, or anything like that, I think that would like seal the deal to what I don't think he went there to make that happen. I think he was just like no. A trans person does not tell me what the fuck to do.
I wonder if there's like anybody that was around the food court that like said a story about what happened.
I don't know.
Out of all those people, no one.
But that's like the witness statements was. Like this guy was there for a while and all that. I don't know if that was like cameras or with witnesses, but like that's what we saw. And some people were like, "Oh, I can't believe he was there for 40 minutes with like open carry." But it's like it is an open carry state, and like
except
people
for
do
the
it all
mall,
the time.
It says no guns.
It is the mall, so that's kind of like the only weird thing. But I truly think if it was a white security guard, I don't think maybe it still would have happened, but like the security guard would have been like the first shot. But I think it was because she was trans. I think that's what it was like. I think that's where it happened, which is like crazy. I think that's how it happened.
That's good because I know that on his posts he's like very like anti all of that,
anti pretty much everything. So I don't know. I thought of that last night. I was like, I think that's how it went down. I don't think he had a motive to go there, and because like if you're like gonna like you're not gonna do that,
right?
Like it just because when I was saying, I was like that goes against all of his beliefs,
right?
It's like so you're gonna ruin it for it because it's gonna happen. Like you'll see, you're gonna ruin every felon to have a gun in the future because they're gonna. I guarantee there's gonna be bills that pass that are like, yeah, that was let's fix that. Yeah, where like if you're a felon anywhere in this country, you still can't have a gun.
He just fucked it up.
Yeah, but I like that's the thing. Like if he's like a gun pusher and an advocate and all that stuff. I just realized the background sounds. The Dallas Cowboys are up. It's 13-13 Minnesota for Victor. He's a Dallas Cowboys fan.
Is he?
he's watching it right now. But like he wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
He wouldn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like I think he just snapped and he's like, well, it's too fucking late now. Let's fucking just go.
Do you think
at
he
it.
was just like, I just want someone to start shit with me? You know how there's like some people that are just like, I'm just waiting for someone to start shit.
It could be that. It could be that. And I don't. But the thing is, there was no shit started.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that the security guard just came up and said.
I wonder
like,
if he had
hey,
problem
like,
with the same security guard multiple times.
It could
because
that
it
could
said
be a
that
thing.
the security guards were familiar with him.
That could be a thing.
I'm
like,
wondering
because she's trans and all that stuff, and he could have like prior altercations and all that stuff. That could be a thing. I haven't seen anything about that, but that definitely could be a thing. But yeah, that's what I think.
That's a good theory.
Happened. So
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because the other guy was a Mexican guy.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't shoot up anybody in like any of the food court places, like the Asian food court place or anything like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like they're right there. I wonder how the Mexican guy got shot.
Yeah, I don't
know. If it was
know.
like an intentional, if it was like he was like in a line of fire or something.
Yeah, you know? I don't know how like everything else happened. But that's like kind of all I saw on there. So, but yeah, that's like my theory on what happened and stuff like that. But yeah,
I wonder if he maybe just wanted to harm that person, but then obviously shit starts, and then now he's like running away and
probably something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think he came in there with intentions of doing all that, or even like doing a shooting at all. But I think it was just like the wrong place, wrong time, and the wrong person.
I thought it started at a Macy's.
I saw it was at food court.
Weird.
Yeah, I saw on that thing. I saw it was like he was at the food court like for 40 minutes and stuff.
Because I think the food court and Macy's are pretty close to each other. I don't know.
I haven't been to them all in so long. I think JCPenney and food court are close to each other. But I don't know. I don't remember. I don't know. But I don't know if that's that's the case. You know. Yeah.
I wonder if there's like more like, because I know they were saying there's gonna have like more like cops kind of around the mall and stuff. I wonder if they're still doing that or if they're just like,
fuck it.
It's not that, but it's like you can't just like put a shit ton of why don't you just like SWAT make the security guards have weapons, and then that would help.
But they're so like that's not what those security guards are.
What are they there for?
Call the cops. Like those the people that get hired on as security guards are like not like they're not trained. You know what I mean? Like unless they do like, but they're not like I don't know. It's like they're not like it's like they're Paul Blarts. You know what I mean?
With
like,
a segue.
Yeah, like they're Paul Blarts. Like, do you think Paul Blart should have a gun on him? Didn't he have a gun on him?
He had a whistle.
But yeah, like it's it's like that.
Yeah, I probably would.
But if they do like a change to like get people, but then again, it's like you got to pay those people a lot of money if you're gonna be like carrying and stuff, and then you have more responsibilities.
Plus, you don't want the security guards to get like too big of an ego boost.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Exactly. I don't know. It's
crazy fucking job.
It is. Paul
It's
Blart.
intense. Paul Blart. Mall cop. Makes you want to watch that movie.
I've never seen it.
No?
Mm-mm.
It's pretty good.
Never seen that movie.
I don't know why I'm thinking of this, but I saw this article. I didn't like read it all the way, but it was about Joe Exotic reaching out to Cardi B to see if she can help him get out of jail.
Why Cardi B?
I don't fucking know.
What the fuck?
Right?
Why
like
Cardi
the weirdest article. Well, because I know like Kim Kardashian helped that one.
Yeah,
but she was like going like. I think she was like going to like law school and stuff, or like is wanting to do like law stuff. Why Cardi B?
Kim Kardashian. Oh God. Well, I guess her dad. But that was like a case that like he did the crime that he did. You know what I mean?
It was a girl.
No, I'm talking about Tiger King.
Oh, okay.
He did the crime that he actually did. That's why he's in jail.
Right.
But like that girl, like she was like sentenced for life for like a stupid amount of marijuana or something.
No. She was the one that someone was like raping her, sexual assault, and she like
and like killed the person.
Self-defense.
Yeah. There was that one.
She was young too. Goddamn Cardi B. I wonder if she'll get him out.
Cardi B. That's the worst person.
Right?
What is she gonna do?
She can't even like make real I can't even understand her half the time.
Literally. That's
She's
the
just gonna
worst
go like.
person. Right.
What's the sound that she makes?
Speaking of car, that's what I want to get into.
What?
Like the noise that you just made. What sound does she make? Fucking everything.
Oh, like the. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's the one.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's pretty catchy.
The judges. So, what makes you think Joe Maldonado should come out of prison for plotting an assassination on another person? Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
He's
Yeah.
out.
Why was he in the first place? Oh, he lost all his tigers. Bring them all back.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger too.
Feed him expired meat.
Feed him expired meat. So last night I'm driving Uber, right? I don't know if this was if this was Halloween talking or if this was real person talking. But if this was real person talking, holy moly.
Her voice?
No, like her voice is fine, but like, so one, she was the most hypocritical person I've ever heard in my life.
Why?
So, okay, and it's like, you're fucking like 35. Grow the fuck up. Okay, so they were like at a house party or something. Like she was definitely like your age, you know. And like she's talking to her boyfriend or whatever he is, and
Like, are they in the car together?
they're in the car together,
Okay.
yeah. And they're talking about like some guy. They're like, at the end he was being a dick, and like at the end he was being a dick, and like he was at the end of it, like he, from what, like he was kind of being like he was kind of being a dick about like what she is for Halloween. I don't know what she was. Like she was like she looked like a witch character, but it was like from something. I don't know. But like he's like, what are you supposed to be, like a witch or something? Like, and then he said something previous of that, like after she got out of the bathroom, and she like completely like ignored him. And I was like, one, it's like you're 35, like you shouldn't fucking like take a, like make it a big deal that like this person's like one,
she's talking about this story.
She's talking to him about
Right,
like she's
right.
not they're not even talking to me.
Right, but she's telling him about someone.
Yeah,
That-
that they
okay,
know.
okay,
Like they
okay.
mutually know. Like
Okay.
they know this guy. They've
Okay.
like hung out, like they're friends. And like this, like Riley was being a douche.
Okay.
Like he was starting to talk to me, and like I just started ignoring him because he was being a dick, and like he was being like a dick about like my costume and stuff like that. And then like I went to the bathroom, and then I came out, and he was like, "Are you supposed to be like a witch or something?" Like in a dickish way, and I just still ignored him, and then that's when we left. It was like that, right? But then like so it's like, who fucking cares?
Right.
At the first place, you're like 35. Like I get it, like Halloween's fun and all that stuff, but it's like to make it a big deal.
Like she's just like offended that people don't know who the fuck she is in the
yeah,
costume.
yeah. It's like, okay, whatever. And if he's being a dick about it, like who gives a shit? And then, and then like she's like how, like it's so fucked up. Like when people make fun of people's costumes during Halloween, it's like, okay, like granted, like I get that. Like
Right.
you don't want to be a dick, like going up to someone like, oh, your costume's fucking dumb. Like
Right.
it's like, who fucking cares? You just go as whatever. And but then she started talking about his and like other
talking
people's.
talking about shit about the other people's costume there.
Yeah, and like his. And I'm listening. I'm like, what'd you just say? Like,
Like you're doing the same shit.
But then she started like, she would like when she got like hyped up, you know, like when I get like super aggressive, I go like really deep because I lose my breath and my like my sleep apnea and fat neck can't take over anymore. Like that's what I do when I get like super. But she started doing this. You know when Amelia does her bird calls, like the like I can't even do it because it's so high pitched. You know when she does like her cat noises and bird calls, it's like she's 5 years old, so it's like
Right.
okay. She started doing that
How?
really loudly, like aggressively. You know, it like caught something on me. I'm like, why? Like I want to crash this car.
Like,
I was like, do I
was
wanna
she
work anymore?
talking and using that in between?
In a way, yeah. So she was like, she'd be like, I can't stand when people do that.
What the fuck?
I was like, I like.
What did the guy do? Well,
He was just like
that's like a normal thing.
That's a normal thing. But I don't know if it was like she was like acting like her Halloween character while doing that.
I don't.
You know
What
what I mean?
Halloween character does
Like
that?
she's the witch. You know, like
No,
like she was doing that
no.
kind of stuff, like weird things,
Nope.
high pitched, but like she would do it like in her like highest tantrum. And I'm not saying like she was, I don't want to make it sound like she was like genuinely like she was like genuinely pissed, like to the point of like freaking out. But like she like you could see like she was like, why are people like that during like Halloween?
Do you think she had like Tourette's?
No, because it was only. I want to say, for the benefit of the human race and Homo sapiens that live on this planet,
That she did it for the costume.
that she did it for the costume. I want to believe. I just want to believe.
I don't even know her. I've never even don't know the situation.
And she had a face that was like, you do this genuinely.
I bet she does.
You know what I mean?
What? Because if she did it for the character, she would have stayed in that the whole time.
Yeah.
She would have been doing those sounds the whole time.
And she was like doing, and then like she was doing it like at the end, like I'm like looking because.
How do you not ask?
Because I did not want to get killed. There's
Like,
sometimes
how
where it's
the
like, because
hell
if
do
someone
you-
does that, it's like, what makes you think they're just gonna be like, and just stab me in the neck with a fucking knife? You know what I mean? I don't know these people.
True.
I'm not willing to, like, would it be worth to die to know the real answer?
Yes.
Yes, it would be, because I can
Do you
tell.
know where
I
she
can go to
dropped her off?
Jesus. Yes, I think I could probably remember. Well, I could pull it up on my app and see kind of genuinely where it was, and I can remember.
I wonder what her name is.
I don't know. And then there was another one.
'Cause we could look her up on Facebook.
It's too far along. Then there's another one.
Yesterday?
Yeah, which was kind of like strange. It was odd.
Was it a girl or boy?
I'll explain. I'm not gonna say ethnicities or anything
Okay.
like that.
So I can already tell they're not white. Because you said I'm not gonna
No,
this whole
like
time.
they're not white. I'll just say that. Okay. Get a thing. Accept it. The name is just a letter. I'm not gonna say what letter it is either. It's just a letter, which I've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
It's like people just kind of put some bullshit, whatever. I don't know how, because I think you have to like put your actual information. Anyways, pulls up is just a letter. It tells me to pick them up like it's like an apartment complex,
Right.
but it's just like on the corner of an apartment complex. I pick her up, and it's like it's a mom, like it's just like a mother, and like I will say the ethnicity. She's Asian. They're Asian, right?
Mm-hmm.
I pick the mom up, and she's like nice, respectable, all good, right? And like I can see it going both ways. Actually, when I'm thinking about it right now, I can see it both. I went into the dark side of it, but I can see where the reason she's doing this is because she thinks everything is the dark side. Okay? So it'll make sense when I explain it. So I pick her up on this thing, and then she's like, "Oh, like how do I add a ride? Because I'm picking my daughter up." And then we're just heading straight back. And I was like, "Oh, you can like add a ride on there, and it should work." Boom, gets updated or whatever.
Wait, going back to her house?
Yeah, like she's picking up like her daughter,
And then going back
and
to
then
the house.
just going back.
So why didn't the daughter just get picked up by themselves and not like the mom?
Because it was, I would say she was like junior high. Like she wasn't like
Okay. Okay.
big daughter. Like so, the mom goes in, like gets her daughter, but she's like holding her in a weird way.
She's holding the daughter in a weird way?
Like she's like interlocking her hands with her,
Okay.
which is like, I like for like her daughter was probably like 15 or something,
Mm-hmm.
which is like okay, like fine, whatever, that's fine. Get it, you know, right? And like they're just talking and all that stuff, whatever. Everything is fine, but like. It was kind of like a ghetto area, right? Like, so the mom had like a very deep accent. Daughter didn't have any accent, and so then I was like, "Oh, do you want me to like drop you off like closer to like your house or anything like that?" She's like, "No, like right here is fine." Like the weird way she said it, because it's kind of like I don't want to say like a ghetto area, but like it's kind of like old apartments. I won't say it's a ghetto area because it's actually kind of like a nicer area of the town, but it's like kind of like rundown apartments of it, right? And they're probably like $5,000 per day or something because it's fucking Boise.
Course.
And then again, like she like opens the door for her and like immediately like just like kind of like, but she's nice. Like it's nothing like weird.
How did the daughter look the whole time?
Fine. Like they were talking like about like what she did at the party and stuff. The daughter was fine. Like so, looking at it, it was like weird that like I think like.
Where did your mind go to?
My mind went to like, is this like a situation where like this is this is just where my mind went to. Is it because like I watched The Equalizer 2 and he's a Lyft driver and he like saves people while he's doing a Lyft? Mm-hmm. Maybe, I don't know.
You could be a hero.
I could be a hero. I just hear the beep with his claw. You know, have you seen those movies? Oh, he like always does. It's Denzel Washington.
Denzel?
Yeah. He's badass. In the movies and so, but he's a Lyft driver.
And he like saves people.
That's on the basis of the movie, but like that's what he does because like he's a dead character, but he's like a top elite special forces guy. But he died as that, so he's just living a new life.
Oh, okay.
But like if he sees someone in need, like he's gonna fuck shit up, right? So like what I thought in my mind was like it's a weird part of area, or like a weird like area. They're like not telling me like exactly where, like not like they're not like you know like she just came out of nowhere. So I thought I was like, it's like a weird husband, and like he'll kill them both. I don't know.
Mine, like when you were telling me about it.
Now I'm thinking about it. It's like she's just overprotective, not like overprotective, but like yeah. I don't know.
Or she kidnapped the girl.
See, that's what I was kind of thinking, but not her. I don't think it was her. But that's what I was kind of thinking. Like it's not even kidnapped, but like. Even like raised, but it's like she was at like a party like with people and stuff like that. I don't think it was anything like that per se, but it kind of like weirdly low key had that vibe, like very minutely. I was like, possibility, you know?
What if it wasn't a party?
Jeffrey Epstein was there. Speaking of party, so this like if you watch the Tim Dillon podcast. I got this from him, but I didn't know this was actually in Eagle, Idaho that this happened. So have you heard of the Cool Mom story? I had no idea this fucking happened. Okay. At the glance, like, and Tim Dillon makes like a joke of it, which like it's funny because like he'll take everything that's dark and try to make it light, but then like realize it's actually dark. So like he's backing up this mom. It's like it's a mom throwing parties for her high school kids. Buying beer for them. It's like, it's granted it's gonna happen, whatever, like that. But it's like, in a way, it's like she's the cool mom, right? But it like became weird where it was like she was like forcing them to have sex and things like that, right?
This was in Eagle, Idaho?
I'll explain. This was in California.
Okay.
Right? This was in California. All this stuff happened. Like it like became like a thing where it was like, this is like completely fucked, right? But then they sold a $4.7 million house, moved to Eagle, Idaho, and then the Ada police is the one that caught them with this shit. But Ada County Police, like that's like her image, like her mugshot is Ada County Sheriff's Department. But what was her name? Like something O'Connor, like Sarah O'Connor or something. That's the mom's name. She's like 47 years old. So they moved to that $4.7 million home because her like oldest son started talking to some girl from a video game. And because of that, they were like, okay, let's up and move to this $4.7 million house, right? So then she starts throwing these parties and all that stuff, letting kids like...
Here at Eagle, or is this back in California?
It happened in California, but she was doing it here in Eagle as well.
So when okay.
So that was and then the reason why they moved here was because the son started talking to a girl playing Fortnite, and she lived here. And the mom would buy the girl fucking like Prada, like expensive shit. Pay like
what do they do for money?
I think the dad's like a tech guy, like a huge tech guy. You know, selling a 4.7 million. They were in the process of selling that house while living here, so like they had fucking hella money. And then they had like a beach house on Lake Tahoe and like another beach house. Like they were fucking loaded with money. But she would like, which like part of it is okay in my book. Like, but the thing is, they were young. They were like 15, which is like that's a bit too early. But it's like if they're like 17 and 18, is it better for you to know what's going on like at your own place? You know what I mean? Like they're gonna go out there and fucking party.
Right.
Like it's gonna happen. But then they took it too far.
Right.
With like the sex shit, and there was like
Right.
sexual like assault allegations. Like she wasn't doing anything.
But why would
People
she
that people-
what was the point of her to like telling people to do that?
I don't know.
I wonder if she was filming some shit and selling it.
They didn't find any like security. No cameras were involved. Like nothing was.
And what like why not just stick with like the alcohol and the partying? Why
That's
the
what
other
it
stuff?
like, and that would be like, sure, okay, cool. Like you're like taking these like like you're letting them use their fucking mansion shit to like whatever. But yeah, it became like became way too fucking much.
When
you know what I mean?
when did this happen?
Recent. I think she was arrested like 2 weeks ago.
Oh shit.
This was like a recent thing, and like because he's talking, and I wouldn't have even brought it up, but like he's talking about it, and then he's like, and they got her in Idaho. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like it was saying California, but they got her in Idaho. I'm like, oh, cool. Like I wonder where from. It's like Ada County, and I see Eagle, Idaho. I'm like, oh shit. Okay, I gotta fucking bring this up.
Did they have a picture of her mugshot?
Yeah. Let me pull it up. But yeah, like
I wonder how much jail time she's facing.
she has 37 felony counts. She like Tim Dillon says she's getting fucking because this was when he was like on her good side trying to back her up before because he was like all into it. He's like what's like when I was a kid like that would have been fucking awesome like
Right.
or like someone was like that but like that would have been nice, you know what I mean, not having to like and then like the next sentence like his producer reads is like which was like this was like the worst part.
Uh-huh.
This girl got like so drunk and she let like one of her sons like in there and like pretty much like rape her as she was like unconscious.
Are you
right?
serious?
It was bad, and like so he's like, and it's just alcohol. Like she would like let him buy like whatever alcohol they want. He's like, that's fucking awesome. She's
He's
getting
all
more.
like he's like supporting her.
Yeah, he's getting more than Osama bin Laden. Like this is fucking absurd. Like what is this country going to? And then he's like, and then he reads that sentence. He's like, oh, okay, that's a problem. He's like, never mind. It was pretty funny, but I'll just
So 32
cool
counts of felony.
37 counts felony things. Let me let's just do party.
I wonder how much jail
South
time.
Bay cool mom accused of throwing very boozy parties for teen son and his friends facing 39 criminal charges.
So I wonder how many years that is.
I don't know. She's like in court because it was so recent. But yeah, I was like in Los Gatos High School, which is somewhere in. It's like I think it's in like the Silicon Valley stuff,
Oh,
like in
okay.
that area, rich area and all that stuff. And then, yeah, then they moved here, and yeah, they're fucking. She got caught here. But I'm trying to see. Yeah, like she just it's like you just took it way too far. Like I get it, like in a way where it's like you should do that when like you're 17 or 18, not fucking 15. Like that's
Right.
way too goddamn young. You know what I mean? But
And
it's
what
like
is she like teaching her sons?
that too. Like
You
they're
know what I
all
mean? Like they're
fucked.
gonna be so fucked when they and now like if she's probably gonna spend some good amount of time in jail.
Oh, she's with everything that's like because it was like 12 of the felony counts. I think were just child endangerment and stuff. So like no, she'll be going to prison for probably life. Like
You
she's
think so?
47. She's gonna get a ton of years because of that stuff. And then there was another incident where like they were like driving in like a parking lot or something. Like she was driving like the drunk kids in a parking lot, and like one of the kids fell out of the car or some shit. Like, I don't
Are you
fucking know.
serious?
Like weird shit.
Dude,
It's
I
just
wonder how the
interesting.
parents felt about like all these kids showing up just home and drunk.
I'm pretty sure they would stay at the house. Like there's like I'm sure go to a party and all that stuff. I don't know.
I wonder
But,
how
like,
the husband felt about it. Or is he just gone all the time or
I
what?
have no idea. The husband's like nowhere to be like said or anything involved in this stuff. Like it was all
Weird.
her, but like and now she has like an embezzlement charge of $120,000 because she was. It seemed like she was using her old company credit card as well of $120,000.
Dude.
All this shit, like it's just crazy shit. But the only reason I'm bringing it up is just because it was like it was in
Eagle?
Idaho, like, and
That's
she did
crazy.
some of the stuff here, and that girl was like getting all these gifts from them and all that stuff, and it's like, but yeah, like I think it would have been okay if it was like just alcohol. It's like fine, still kind of like whatever, but yeah, it was just taken way too the fuck far, way too far.
Damn.
Yeah.
Now she's gonna spend the rest of her life in prison.
Yeah.
And those boys are gonna grow up fucking fucked up.
Oh yeah, but they're probably one of them is probably gonna be the next Epstein or something.
You think so?
In like not Epstein directly, but like something like that.
Right.
Think about it, like they have the money.
I wonder if her sons are just 15 years old. I guess.
I think so. Yeah, they're like the oldest is I think that age, and then like probably like a year separate or something like that.
Right.
I think she had like 2 or something like that.
That's crazy. I didn't even hear about that.
Me neither. I
didn't even hear about the cool mom thing. When you said the cool mom, I think I like remember an article just like a little bit, but I just like glanced at it. I didn't like read the whole thing.
Yeah, I had no idea. Like I've never even heard of it, and then like I still wouldn't have really cared. I was like, they just brought it up, and then when they said Idaho, I was like,
I wonder how long they lived here for.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's in there. I think I saw it, but I don't remember.
It's fucking crazy.
And it's like, why don't we want Californians here? Because they run fucking sex parties for children.
Sex parties for children. I bet you those kids were the coolest kids in the school.
Oh yeah. And so which was kind of so like this was like college. They were like all older, but I'm like driving these like 3 guys from like the dorm to this like house. The fucking house was huge, and it's like this. The girl goes to college. Like she goes to college, and I was like thinking, what the fuck do your parents do?
Right.
Like, because we're driving and I see this huge house. I'm like, holy fuck, that thing is like nice. It's like in the hilltop stuff, right? Uh-huh. And I'm like, god damn, like that's a really fucking nice house. And we're driving, and from the Uber thing, it looks like it's the house that's next to it, which is like still a nice fucking house, but like nothing like that. I'm like, that has like a huge driveway, and they said there's like a gate, but this house didn't have one. But I didn't see a gate there. And it was like all dark, so you can't really like. When I left, I saw there was like a ton of cars. I was like, okay, so it is for sure that one, because they started walking up that. Right. So I dropped them off in like the one next to it. There's like no cars, nothing. They're kind of standing there, and then I'm making like a U-turn. I see them starting to walk up there. I'm driving. I was like, oh, they are going to that fucking house. Like that's the house that the party's at. And I'm like, so it's this college girl. Like her parents. That's got to be her parents' house.
The one that you picked up. That was her house.
No.
Or they're going to a house. Okay.
They're just going to a party, like a college party.
Man, I would have asked. Like, I wonder what do these people do for a living?
It was like I don't even think like they really know her, because they were like, I forgot what they said, but I was thinking, holy fuck. And then like your parents are like letting like a big college party happening there,
right?
You know what I mean? Like it's gonna get fucked. It's gonna get especially a Halloween one. It's gonna get trashed.
Yeah. I wonder what people like that do for a living. For real.
I don't fucking know. I'm like, god damn, man. Like, what is this?
Yeah, you should take a picture.
I barely invited Victor when we were fucking younger, because I was scared, because different cultures and stuff, that they would walk into the house with fucking shoes on. Right. Because if they did that, I wouldn't be here on this fucking podcast right now, because the fucking mother in that room would have killed me, because there's a footprint.
Mm-hmm. But I came in with shoes on.
I'll leave that out, because I don't want mom to hear that.
She was there. She was fuming.
She was fuming. But like, you know what I mean? It was like, but it's like, that's like, that house is easily $2 million. There's no way it's less than that. It's fucking huge.
It's probably more than $2 million.
Probably more than $2 million.
If these houses are $500,000,
probably more than $2 million. It's fucking huge house. I'm like, yeah, it's crazy. It's like, what? Why didn't I have friends like that when I was fucking growing up?
No shit, right?
Where was like my rich friends? Like, why didn't I have rich friends?
We attract what we are.
God, I had fucking like bottom feeder friends that.
Your friends are listening.
No, not them. Like, not them. But like my high school group of friends, like in my age. Victor wasn't in my age. No one that listens to this is my age. They're all like a year younger or like 2 years younger. No. And half of them are because I know Victor.
Right.
Because I know Victor, knowing that his little brother and then his his little brother's friends are my friends too. So it's like I have just Victor.
You just have Victor.
And then I say Daniel's my friend, but he's a family.
He's
So it's
cousin. Like he wouldn't be
Victor,
here.
you are my only friend.
That is true.
You are my son. You're better than anyone. You're like a shiny new toy. You are my boy. Do you know what that's from?
No.
You know, Tim and Eric billion dollar movie. He sings it to his son as he's like dying or something like that. Tim Heidecker sings it to his son.
What son?
His son. Oh no, I think he sings it to Taquito or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's from that. I sing it to
Okay.
Luis all the time.
But Luis isn't your friend.
His.
Well, he's the brother of your friend.
But he's still like my friend. But that's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
has to kind of be your
if
friend.
if Victor didn't have a brother, I
You
would just have
n-
Victor.
Victor, yeah.
That's it. So I'm saying like.
What if you and Victor end up not being friends? Do you lose all the other friends or no?
they're still my friends.
Okay.
Hopefully. No,
I
like
guess maybe you have to ask him.
no, like they are. But like I'm saying, like in high school, like you guys know who the fuck I'm talking about. Like you guys know. Like my friends that I had in like I had no. The thing is, there was like no rich people.
Yeah, I didn't have any. Well,
Like, there was like the Meyerhoffers, but it's like they weren't like. Granted, yeah, they're like pretty big in Twin Falls, like as a family,
Meyerhofer?
because they like own like a golf course, and one of them is like the dean at fucking CSI. Like they're a big family at the school. Like it's a big. I mean, in the town, but. Like it's like
I wonder if they had a big house, though.
maybe like a decent house, you know. But like, I guess there was like no rich people that I knew of, you know. There was a set, and then a year older than mine was the son of he was a son of fucking the potato people. Simplot. Yeah, he was like a year older than me.
I wonder if he lived in a big house.
Then there was the Wickerns. The Wickerns had some good fucking money.
Damn.
But they're all fucking mormoni.
That's why.
I know. But I'm like what are they going to do? Like, they're not going to throw cool parties like that. What are they going to do? They're going to fucking beg me to fucking praise Jesus?
Dude, some of them are...
Most of them are. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, like, they're not going to allow us to go to the parents.
I wonder if this cool mom was Mormon.
I don't know. But I don't think so.
Never know.
I guess I'm just going to become Mormon.
I think that's the answer to all of our problems. But you have to pay tithing and stuff. You have to pay like 20% of your paycheck. But you don't get a paycheck because you could do it like under the table. Ispod stola.
Yeah. It's, but yeah, like where are my rich friends?
We don't have any. I didn't have any friends like that growing up.
I know.
But imagine if we did, just like going into one big ass house like that.
Yeah, just fucking.
I just want to go inside and see it. I don't even need to spend a lot of time in it. I just want to see it.
Yeah.
That's it. It would be uncomfortable.
No. I don't think so.
What if like, you liked it that much you'd like want to move into their house?
Could. But no, I'm kind of kidding. I don't really give a shit. But it would have been cool.
Did you watch the fights with Daniel?
No.
Was that what's going on?
Why?
Because he was talking about that when he was over here for your birthday.
Him to make plans of something?
Because he was like...
That quickly in like 3 days? Yeah. He has to make a plan 7 months in advance to make it actually happen. He went to fucking Twin. So it's like, okay. So it's like terrible. He is the worst person to make plans with, and he is the worst person to get plans from. The worst.
Why?
He is the most unspontaneous person that exists, even though he claims that he's more spontaneous than me. I will go if someone texts me like, "Hey, do you want to go do something right now?" If I have the funds to do it and like I can comfortably go do it, or if it's like free or whatever, and I'm not working or so, like I don't have anything in plan, I will most likely go and do it. Him, you have to advance like 3 weeks in advance, and he'll say yes, but then he'll claim to forget about it, or maybe something else will pull up because he forgets about it and makes another plan, and then it never happens.
You just have to like remind him.
Yes, I guess. But yeah, no, never.
I just put shit in my calendar, and that's how I remember.
I don't. I just do shit.
I don't know. What else is going on in the world? I'm trying to think of it like an article that I read because they come up on my Facebook all the time, but nothing's been like going on.
Oh no, big thing, and there's a big thing of it.
What?
Facebook changed its name.
Oh well, yeah, I told you that.
I know, but that's huge.
Why?
I'm telling you right now. This is a start. This is the start of the global empire takeover of Facebook. Do you fucking realize that?
Why?
My claims are going to be true. In our lifetimes, maybe not. In Amelia's lifetime, I don't know. But it's going to become true.
What is it?
There's going to be like 5 companies that are going to run the world. Meta. What kind of name is that, right? Meta. So Facebook changes its name to Meta.
Why?
So they can buy out other things that aren't Facebook related. I'm telling you right now, let's say you're a pharmaceutical company, because that's the thing. They need to get into Look at Bill Gates. He left fucking Microsoft, and he's doing pharmaceuticals and stuff. Look at Bill Gates. He has the most land out of anyone in the U.S. Farmland.
Really?
He has a shit ton of fucking land. He has so much fucking land for food operations. Why?
Does he know that the end of the world is coming?
It's not that. There's going to be like 5 or 6 people that are going to run the world.
Bill Gates is one?
I could see Bill Gates being one. Because
Elon
he's pushing,
Musk?
he's doing so much pharmaceutical shit. He's doing so much pharmaceutical shit, getting all this farmland. He already has the tech shit. Microsoft just became again the biggest company in the world. It just passed Apple, but they're both like $2.4 trillion companies. Like they're really close to each other. You have, and then Meta. So let's say, for example, me and I won't say names, but me and a friend. So you know, my friend, me and a friend were talking.
Richter.
No, me and a friend were talking about this name change, and.
I'm biting my nails.
Did you hear that fart?
No.
I wish I put it right on my ass. It would have been so good.
That's how I'm going to get pink eye.
No, because you have the pink mic. I have the blue mic.
Pink eye.
Pink eye. No, so...
Sbardillo.
No. So if they buy something, or if they're wanting to buy... Meta is their corporate name. Right. So it used to be like what Facebook Incorporated or like Facebook, they own WhatsApp, they own Instagram, they own all this tech shit, right? But under Facebook, now they probably want to delve into other shit. And it's like, oh, why is Facebook like calling us or like buying something like Facebook? Like, what does Facebook have to do with it?
Well, aren't people going to know that Meta's Facebook?
Granted, yes, but it's not going to look as suspicious. It's not going to look as weird. It's like, oh, Meta, it's just a company buying some shit, right? It's a little bit different.
I guess.
It's going to happen. I'm telling you right now. It's going to happen. There's going to be 5 corporate, like the Chinese corporations are going to delve in with the American one. Like they're all going to combine and like they're going to just own everything. I don't know who's going to be like, maybe like even Uber or not Uber, but like Tesla and fucking, what's it called? Tesla and like Amazon are going to like combine and it's like one and then like they pretty much run all the transportation in the world.
Right.
You know what I mean? Things like that.
That makes
I
sense.
believe that's going to happen because then they own everything. Like we don't like a monopoly, but it's going to become a monopoly.
That makes sense.
It's going to become a huge monopoly of like 5 or 6 companies in the future, and I think that's the start right there.
It's crazy how like the person that made Amazon like had that idea, and then look how far it like.
He's flying into space.
Right.
Literally.
What's flying into space?
Amazon.
What do you mean Amazon's
Jeff
flying?
Bezos.
Oh, he flew in space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Why?
like to do space travel things. Like fly at the edge of space, but like Virgin Galactic did that. The Virgin Mobile guy, whatever his name is. Elon Musk is obviously like in works with NASA to do their shit. But
Elon Musk has not gone up there yet.
He hasn't, no.
I bet you. I wonder how like upset he is that he hasn't gone up there yet, and all these other people have.
I don't think. Well, no, he has rockets that have made it because he's doing bigger shit.
Oh, but he just hasn't gone up there himself.
He hasn't gone up there himself, but he has. He builds. He's like in works with NASA. Like they were all doing this shit, trying to push the NASA deal. Is Blue Origin gonna get it? That's Amazon's thing. That's Jeff Bezos' thing. Is SpaceX gonna get it? I don't even know if. I always forget his fucking name. Richard Benson. Richard.
I think that sounds right.
It's something like that. Richard something. Like
I think it's Richard
something
Benson.
Son, something like that. I don't know if he was fully like trying to do stuff with NASA and all that stuff.
Right.
But SpaceX is who got it. Bezos was pissed about that one. But yeah, he's doing bigger shit in hand.
Damn.
Because he already has hundreds of satellites in the space
Why does he need that?
for his worldwide internet. So
So it's fine.
people that don't have internet. So like secure. So for example, satellite internet. So if you live out in the boonies or live out in the country or something like that, you have to get satellite internet. There's no cables running to your house way in the butt fuck of nowhere. So you have to get satellite internet to get your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whether that's Big Dog satellite, Direct TV satellite internet, all that, they're dog shit slow.
Yeah.
Right. It should be called, instead of Big Dog internet satellite, it should be called Big Dog shit satellite because it's super fucking slow. Let's say, for example, it's like, I think it's like 10 megabit speeds, which is going to take you like, I'll say like a minute to download like a song, for example. The SpaceX shit with like Elon Musk, like his stuff, I think it's like 100 megabits, so it's like 10 times faster. So you can like download a song in like a second, or like 10 seconds. You know, like it's 10 times, or like less, like 4 seconds. So it's a lot faster internet and it's not just for those. It's like worldwide. So it's like for people in Africa that need like that, they need internet and need all that stuff. For people in Africa, for people in Asia that don't have, all the poor places that don't have like immediate internet or like really shitty internet.
I wonder how much it's going to cost in those poor places, though.
I don't know how. Like it's pretty cheap. Like you just have to buy like the actual like receiver, and then like I don't even think you have to pay. I don't know exactly how it works. I don't remember, but like so he's like the furthest when it comes to like that kind of shit. But it's like it's coming.
Do you ever wonder, like, while we're sitting here talking about it, like, what exactly are they doing right now? Do you ever wonder that sometimes?
Like sleeping. Probably.
Sometimes I wonder that.
I don't, cause it's like.
I do. Because I'm pretty sure they're wondering about me and you.
Yeah.
They're probably like, man.
If our information gets out on the Talking About Real Shit podcast, our lives are over.
Yep. We have to wrap it up.
Yeah. This is it. Last episode.
This last episode before Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk gets us.
With their ray guns.
Imagine if they were like Men in Black and you forget about everything. When they did like pen thing. You think that shit's real?
No.
Should be.
Should be. That'd be cool. I would do it every day.
Yeah?
Just fucking.
To yourself?
I feel like I do that every day to myself. I don't remember anything.
That's because you have a shit memory.
I know. I don't remember what happened yesterday. I'm kidding, I do, but.
Anything new about Brian Laundrie?
No.
You fucking. Oh, did you hear about that one? Oh, did you hear that one story about the two kids that were left just like in their apartment by themselves?
I did see that.
Did you read the whole thing?
Like one of the, like there's just a dead body in there.
Dude, it was like there was an 8-year-old dead body that's been there for a year.
Yeah.
Next to the bedroom of like the other kid. And so I want to say it was like 3 kids. Along with the dead body. I don't know, something like that. Anyways, they were like
along for a month or something like that?
Like they were alone for 3 months.
Yeah.
And the mom said, so like they had an interview with the mom, or I don't know if it was an interview or what. But she's like, I checked on him every 2 weeks. She's like, I didn't know that the boy was dead.
Like.
So then like the boyfriend got charged with murder of the 8-year-old because I guess he hit them. So I guess the kids were saying that they all got abused, but that kid got it like the worst. And it was like like the ones that were like left in the apartment was like the oldest one was like 15, then it's like a 9-year-old, and then like I want to say there was like one more too, but I'm like, dude, what the hell did they do for 2 months? Like, did they go to school? Did they?
The thing is, like, so the mom's not getting shit.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they're being charged. Like, they're both in jail.
Like,
It just they haven't had like any like courts or anything.
because you know those kids are gonna be fucked.
Oh yeah.
Those kids are gonna be way more fucked than the fucking cool moms kid. Those kids are gonna, you know what? Those kids are gonna be fucking fine. The only thing they're just gonna miss their glory days. That's the peak of their fucking life. All those kids, and Tim Dillon is true on this shit. All those kids, they're gonna fucking miss that shit. To be able to like,
I'm
not
not
all
talking about
of
the
them.
kids. I'm just talking about like her sons, her allowing him to like go into the room when that girl was passed out to like rape her. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that
but
shit. I'm like, I wonder like how that's gonna like if he's just gonna think that that's like an okay thing to do.
I don't think so. But I think they'll be fine.
Man, but these ones, I
These
can't
ones are
believe it.
fucked.
Like, what do the kids do? Like, how do they even fucking eat? And the cops said they looked malnutritioned and
Well,
everything
yeah,
else because it's like
I'm
there's
sure
no
they
food.
weren't fucking like, hey guys. Yeah.
Like,
I if there's one thing that I like, I'm not like in for like government takeovers or having the government like be on our asses about stuff. But if there's one fucking thing, and me and one of my friends talked about this, and we were kind of saying like how like you have to go like get a loan, like you have to go to the bank, they have to like know like what you do for work and all stuff. That you have to do that for the process of having a child.
oh yeah,
That's the one thing. If like the one thing that like I would completely allow the government to take over and be like, okay, no, we're gonna force this shit. Like if there was a vaccine for like
right.
kid, like having a kid like tracking your, I would be fucking injecting like a shit like a fucking crack fiend.
Right.
Every day I'd be like, give me a vaccine. I want that shit. Everyone needs to take it. I would be stabbing people. Be
Right.
walking across
Oh,
the street.
shit.
I'd be like Assassin's Creed, fucking Assassin's Creed, stabbing people with vaccines.
Y'all fucking going upside down.
Be Spider-Man. That's one thing I would be like, government, do all you want for that shit. Because I
No, I
fucking
totally
hate
agree.
that shit.
I can't
That's
believe that. Like you
terrible.
see like the mugshots of the two parents. Like first of all, what the hell were you doing that you were just gone? Like who the hell paid your bills? Like did you not like did you bring food with you every time? What I want to know though too is like they're like in apartments. Did the neighbors not notice that there was like no parents around?
But like, let's be real. Like, would you even notice? You know what I mean?
yeah,
I don't know.
I would think so. After 2 months, I would notice if all of a sudden like
I would.
you don't see any like fucking parents around ever. Like you never see any parent like
Because like, for
putting her-
example, like, I guess like, but you live in a smaller apartment complex and you were like
That's true.
friends with someone. But like, for example, like when I go to, like my two friends, they live in an apartment complex. One lives in like a better one. One lives in the area where it's like a little bit worse. Like I don't think I would notice. I truly wouldn't, because it's like, I don't know. Like I lived in a big apartment complex, and the only reason that we knew they were down there is because we were loud as fuck,
right.
and then they would be loud as fuck too, and like I was like, we were all okay with it, because it's like, okay, if you guys are gonna tell shit, like we're not gonna tell shit, and we would have like our we would have sometimes our grill, like you know when the grease gets overfilled, that shit was sometimes dropped out of their patio. We were the shittiest neighbors. Anyways, but like that's the only reason that we knew they were there. And plus they were fucking hot as fuck. I was the only single one, but they were hot as fuck.
Did they ever say about the grease?
No. But then like the other neighbors, I don't even fuck. They could have been dead for months. Wouldn't have known, nor wouldn't have cared. Right? But then like it's like shit if there were like kids in there, like fuck, I fucked up. But it's like I don't know.
I feel like
what
I
am I
wouldn't-
what
I
am I
don't know.
supposed to do? Like what am I supposed to know? You know?
Right.
So it's like sad. Like I'm not gonna put any blame on any of those people
Right.
over there. Like,
Well, no, I'm not putting any
I know
blame
you're
on it.
not,
I'm
but
just
it's
like
it sucks. It's sad. You know,
Yeah.
like the whole like good neighbors are like gone. You know what I mean? Like when you see like the old days, like hey Jill, like when you get your newspaper or something like that. Now it's like you see the neighbor coming, you're like,
So what the fuck are you
like
looking
what
at?
HOA thing are they gonna say right now? Like, oh, your trash can was out for 2 minutes. After.
2 inches from the curb.
Yeah, so it's like things like that.
I wonder how bad this house smelled though. If that kid was dead for a year.
In
They
the
said-
beginning, probably bad.
They
but then
said
I think it
he
goes
died
away.
last Thanksgiving.
That's crazy.
It's almost been like a year. So, and the fact that he was just like in the room next, that would start smelling.
I think it would smell, but then it would go away.
There's no way. The more it sits, the more it smells.
But the more it sits, I think it would go away.
Like, does it just like disintegrate or what?
Like when it comes to bones,
So where does the flesh go?
maggots.
So there was maggots in that bedroom?
There had to be. There had to
Fucking
have been.
gross.
I know, that's terrible.
Dude, imagine living in that house. That would be fucking terrifying for those kids. One of them
That's what I'm
saying,
saying. They're
one of them saying that his brother was in the room next to his, dead.
Yeah.
Just knowing that like your brother's dead in there, and they're just like that's just like an okay thing.
But like at the same time, the kid was 15.
Yeah.
Like, why did it take so long for things to be discovered?
I don't know. Why didn't they say
You
anything
know what
at
I
the
mean?
school?
Like, that's another weird thing.
right?
I'm not putting like blame on the kids, but it's like if that's like think about it. Like, no, they're fucked, and it's
Right.
like. I don't even say it, but like if they were like even I don't even think they went to school. That's
Maybe
the
they
thing. I
didn't.
don't want to say they even went to school because it's like you would have done something about it. But I
Right.
think they were so like
Maybe they couldn't even like
mistreated
get
and so
to school.
fucked that like they were like, oh, that's just what it is.
Right.
I don't know. They're fucked beyond repair. Like, there's no therapy. There's no BetterHelp.com that can help them. There's nothing that can help them.
No.
Yeah,
That's
it's just
crazy.
It's sad.
There's so much shit going on.
But that's like, see, this is like why we need serial killers though.
Like,
Like
the
'cause,
good ones.
like we shouldn't be death rowing serial killers. Like if we still had like Charles Manson or something like that, or
we
like
need someone
not
like
him.
Dexter.
like a good one, like what, like good serial killers. You're so fucking tired.
Am I
You-
tired?
You look so fucked up. You're like
Am I gonna look tired?
you're like this. You're like,
Did I really look like that?
You look. I'm gonna zoom into that part. Just so
No,
you guys can
please
see.
don't. I felt my eyes closing because I am. I'm so
I know.
fucking tired.
We'll end it. We'll make this one short. No, we'll end it here after this. After this
Why am I
segment.
so sleepy?
This is a long day, kids and shit.
Dude, so many fucking kids.
Yeah.
So much sugar. Not for me. Just a bunch of shit. Just standing for 12 hours. I'm not used to it.
Yeah. Work.
Did I look like I like fell asleep?
It was. You looked. Yeah. I'll zoom
try
in.
to imitate it, because I always
Like-
wonder, because sometimes like when I'm like with my client, I can feel like my eyes doing it. So
I do that
sometimes
when
I'm like,
driving Uber. Sometimes I'm
I
like,
do
they're
it-
probably looking at me like they're gonna
I
crash.
do it driving too, and so sometimes I'm like, God, I wish I want to like tape myself to see what it looks like, because in my head, I'm like my eyes are just open the whole time.
Like I don't know how to like, because I don't know how I look when I'm doing it, but like it was like so it's you're not looking like direct, like you're like you look away, like
Is that what it does?
yeah, like you.
Because all of a sudden I can feel my vision getting blurry like
Yeah.
this, and then I like that.
But like, I'll zoom in.
God damn it.
I'll zoom in as much as I can. But all I want to say is, what was I wanting to say?
Serial killers.
Oh, that we should have them, and like, yeah, all they do is like just torture the. Well, we have black sites. Like, what's the? Oh, because they're U.S. citizens. Like, they're not U.S. They're nothing. They're garbage people. We should put them in those black sites and let terrorists. We should let terrorists. We should team up with ISIS. Oh my fucking God.
What's your idea?
Everyone's going to disagree with me on this because it's like completely against humanity. But it would save humanity.
What? What's your idea?
ISIS hate Americans. Granted. We hate some Americans. Granted. The kids. Not the kids. The kids' parents. The kids' parents. Cool Mom. Chrissy Teigen. People, right? Like just.
What's wrong with Chrissy
She's
Teigen?
fucking stupid. But like just everyone. Like the terrible people. Not Chrissy Teigen. But like those parents, right? We give those people, we ship them to ISIS.
They would love it.
They can do anything they want with them. Granted, now they're like, fuck America. They're
Right.
like torturing Americans,
Right.
and we help our land. Like, we save our prison systems.
True.
We save our judicial systems.
But don't they have to go through fair trial?
Okay, they go through the fair trial. Like, we'll give them a fair trial. Oh, you did that. Our jury says, and they're like all like Allahu Akbar, like they're all fucking Islam, and they're like, get rid of them. And they're all our jury is ISIS for these kinds of people.
Right.
For regular people, it's fine. We then ship them over there, and that's
Then they get rid of them.
Like, it's like, oh, you get 15 years, you get 20 years. No, you get shipped to ISIS land, wherever that is. Mm-hmm. And that's that.
And then it would clear our world.
They wouldn't attack anyone anymore.
Right.
Because then they're like, oh, Americans are actually smart. Because they would think we're a smart country. Because they're like, you fucking pansy asses, all this shit. Like, get out of our country. We'll get out of your country if you allow us to send our people to your country.
Yeah. Who do we need to get in contact with?
Biden. Next week's episode, we're going to talk to Joe Biden. We have him on.
We're going to have him as a guest.
We're going to have Joseph Biden and Kamala Harris. Kamala would love it. She loves putting people in prison.
There you go.
Kamala would love it.
Let's get
this shooter. If unfortunately the shooter died, but him.
Yeah.
Fair trial. Oh, like you're gonna be granted a fair trial. Here's your fucking advocate, your lawyer, and all that stuff. It's like just a fucking
formality.
We'll get a homeless guy. Just dress him up, give him a free haircut, pay him like $50, right? Perfect. You have food for the week.
$50 a chicken nugget.
Exactly. Homeless people now are employed because they're lawyers for these kinds of people. They're real lawyers though. They're in a real trial with a real judge. Another homeless. We'll get homeless people with jobs. Like, we have to put a lot of money into that. They do those fair mock trials. No matter what happens, lawyers are going to lose.
It's going to say ISIS town.
ISIS town. We send them over there. I'm not even joking about this. Like, this sounds like it's a joke. Like, it's I'm
like
100%.
You're 100%.
That is my 100% genuine.
But then we would need a courtroom, and we would need all that shit.
Just use the ones. We'll make like
a trailer.
Like a fake one. We can make a fake. We can make a fake. We would need like over the U.S. $1 billion to make this happen, which is like nothing. We did a $2 trillion fucking COVID plan. We can do $1 billion, a bill bucks. Borrow it from China like we have been. Go talk to China. Would love it too.
Right.
If we need to send like 1 out of 10 people to China, I'm okay with that. Let them work at the factories. Mm-hmm. Like, why are the Chinese kids working at the factories? These people should be.
Yeah, for free.
For free. All this stuff. That is what teamwork is. That's teamwork. That is 100% precise thing of teamwork. And there's nothing wrong with that. In my eyes, there's like nothing wrong with that. In most people's eyes, they're gonna be like, that is not a good idea. It's a good idea. Nothing will change my mind. It just came up to my head. All that.
When we take this to like jump time or outside our podcast,
I can't talk like this.
There's gonna be a little like sign that says, what was it that you just said? Is that how the dream works? Or no, what was the last thing that you just said right before it ended?
That's how teamwork is? That's how teamwork works?
I was like asking about how teamwork works. There's some shit like that. And so then people will ask you about it and you just go through this whole spiel of like what you just told me. And then see what like people, the public.
There is no way anyone's going to agree with this.
You could sign a petition.
I could probably get some people to agree with this.
I'm pretty sure some people would be like, fuck yeah.
Probably. I'm pretty sure.
Because they're probably tired of these people just wasting taxpayers' dollars sitting in prison and doing nothing with their lives when they probably should just be taken out because...
That's a calling.
It's like, I know you're
because I can unite the world with this as best as I can.
Well, then there you go.
This is my new career path.
We're going to put it on your resume.
I cook orders and took orders, and I send people to ISIS.
All
right, we're going to end this one here.
So look at you adding a third thing to your
I'm
job.
Smart. We're going to end this one here so she doesn't fucking pass out because she's passing out.
So I can go to sleep.
So I can play Valorant. But thank you guys so much. It felt quick, but you know how long
it's been like an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah. It's been long.
I mean, we just didn't have a lot of things to talk about because there's just...
I thought it turned out great.
Yeah, okay, cool.
It was good.
Yeah, okay.
Talk about murder.
Always.
So thank you guys so much for joining in on this episode, episode 41. Cuarto uno. Check out the links in the description down below. Other than that, I hope you retards have a fun day. Happy Halloween. And yeah. See you, retards.
Need help?
No.
good.
Not even take a shower.
I'm not even gonna take a shower.
Go to sleep.
I have to take all this makeup off. Okay. Bye.
I don't know.